Welcome back once again to WWE's Miz-itude, the Attitude Era, as seen through the eyes of The Miz. He shares inside jokes with complete strangers. Mosquitoes refuse to bite him purely out of respect. Sharks swim away from him because they are simply too afraid of him. He is known across the world as the best in the world. His name is CM Punk, and he is the best wrestler in the world today. I usually don't drink beer, except for when Chris Jericho pours it down my throat. That's why I'm the best wrestler in the world today. So stay dry, my friends, and maybe someday, in the very far future, you might even become half as good as me. This message was approved by the Jerichoholic Anonymous Association. You hear that, kids? Don't drink. Don't do drugs, and don't smoke. Because CM Punk does it, and you want to be half as awesome as Punk, don't you? Welcome back to Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen. You are currently watching the longest running episodic show in television history. And tonight, on Monday Night Raw, we will debut the must-see talk show in WWE history called Miz TV up next. This guy who created the story, he always forgot to put most must-see. He just puts the must-see. It's the most must-see. I don't know, he's forgotten that every time he said that line. It's just, I'm nitpicking, but it's just, I don't know. Just gets under my skin that he can't get it right. Despite that, it's a great story, but it's eating away at me every time I see him forget that. Just eating away at me slowly. Sure, I'm going to turn into some rampaging maniac over here next time I see that, if it gets that bad that he really keeps, you know.
He's here.
They changed the whole arena just for the most must-see talk show in WWE history. The whole arena. Everything. The Titantron. Do you think The Miz took this whole Miz TV thing a bit too far, Michael? No, King, I don't. Because The Miz is awesome. More loading screens. You know, these things are obnoxious. At least make something interesting on my loading screen, not just pay-per-view names. Welcome to the first ever edition to the it's most must-see talk show in WWE history, Miz TV. First off, I would like to say that I'm not so excited to be back in my hometown. Why else do all you people think is the reason that I left this loser city in the first place? I'll give you all one clue. It's not because of the Cleveland Browns. To be honest with all you, I was very upset this past week knowing that I had to come back here out of all places that I'd rather be at right now. In fact, I was thinking to myself, why oh why do I have to come back to Ohio? Finally an idea came to me when I had one of those brilliant moments. The light bulb inside my head came on, and voila! The Miz TV was born! So rather or not all you loser misfits like my idea, I think he means whether or not all you loser misfits like my idea or not, the fact of the matter remains, the same haters love me. Let's bring out my first guest. Who is your first guest, Miz? John Laurinaitis? The Rock? I'm guessing it's gonna be someone. Who is it? The Rock. It's The Rock, isn't it? It's The Rock. Or Mr. Excited. Yup, it's The Rock. He's cooking. I was gonna say, or Mr. Excitement, Big Johnny. But no, it's not Mr. Excitement. I can't believe how fast that The Rock can grow his hair like that. He must have some magical Rogaine or something. I think that's a toupee, King. Don't make fun of my spelling either, King. There's been a lot of loading screens in this part. They should really make them more interesting, though, instead of just pay-per-view names and the logo in the center there, you know. Have some facts on the screen or something, at least. Finally, The Rock has come back to the Mrs. Loser City of Cleveland, Ohio. Everyone wants to know why The Rock did what he did to John Cena last week on Raw. Well, The Rock says that the answer to that question is very simple. Just like a warm slice of apple pie, the match that The Rock had with John Cena at WrestleMania was billed as the once-in-a-lifetime match. Well, The Rock says this. The Rock is not, and The Rock means is not, without a shadow of a doubt, a one-hit wonder. So The Rock isn't going to be satisfied with beating that Fruity Pebble John Cena, who still keeps going around saying, "You can't see me." Only once. Nah, that's not going to happen. Because The Rock still has plenty more boots to ram up John Cena's ass. Whoa there, big fella. Calm down. That Bronco Bull of yours, Rock? He didn't even get to finish his line. What's this? My controller disconnected. I don't know how that happened. I guess I got a really bad battery pack on this thing. I don't know how that disconnected, actually. Battery's full. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Sorry to interrupt you like that, Rock, but times have changed around here. Unfortunately, this is still a PG show, and you really shouldn't go around saying words like that. Rock, you're sending the wrong message to all the children who watches the show. By the way, Rock, I'm the host of Miz TV, and my name is The Miz, just like the great. That's not how you spell Rowdy Roddy Piper. There's no U in it. But okay. I'm the guy who changes all the questions once you think you know all the answers. Are you cool with that, Rock? Yeah, we're cool, Miz. By the way, The Rock likes what you've done to this place. Another loading screen? This is just getting out of hand now. This is like the 5th one in the past, 2 minutes. This shit's just getting ridiculous. And it's the same one over and over again. Change them up. Damn it, THQ. Hopefully 2K does a better job with the loading screens, because these things are just so boring to look at. Oh, here comes Cena.
The champ is here.
But he's not the champ. And I don't know what the fuck he just did there, and his mouth was just moving a mile per minute. Hey there, guys, what's up? You guys are never going to believe this, but I ran across town from the real Monday Night Raw arena to this poor excuse for a talk show set. I'm just letting you know, Miz, that you will never get any good ratings if your talk show set looks like it's a used garage sale. The real reason why I'm out here is to ask you guys if you both realize that you are the string puppets for the love child between Count Dooku and General Grievous, who we call our general manager. Unfortunately, for those in the audience who hasn't been keeping up with the Star Wars thing, isn't going to get that last reference. I didn't get that last reference. Anyway, Rock, I'm not a one-hit wonder either, and I appreciate the fact that you considered facing me once more. However, all you had to do was ask instead of playing the Hollywood backstabber role. So I have an idea, and I want you to hear it out. How does The Rock vs. Cena at Extreme Rules sound to you? Rock, are you just gonna... Oh, they're nodding in approval. Oh, but with the Miz, why are you nodding, man?
What does this mean? What's gonna happen next?
I don't know, because the Miz was nodding for some reason, even though the Miz isn't involved in this. And now there's another match. But yeah, I don't know why the Miz was nodding. That was just odd. He wasn't even, you know. Cena didn't even mention him. So I have no clue why the Miz was all nodding in approval. Oh, Cody Rhodes! It's not letting me skip. I don't know why. I hate when that happens. It doesn't let you skip entrances at the beginning. It doesn't. Oh! It's that nut! What a nut. That guy wins. It's gonna be the worst day in the history of WWE. And that's the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And when we come back, we're gonna make sure that nut does not win this match. Because, let's face it, he's a fucking nut.